Hello, World Creators. Welcome to the World Creators Club. I am your host, Rebecca. Today on this platform, we are discussing author business, and this is in relation to formatting your Amazon book so it stands out. If this tip that I'm about to share you is helpful, make sure to subscribe, comment, and like, letting me know your thoughts and any other tips you want to share about how to make your Amazon stand out, and subscribe for more because we do have videos related to author mindset, author business, author platform, and the lifestyle of the men and women who balance it all. Make sure to also follow on Facebook. We have an exclusive Facebook group where we discuss these topics. So now, this is what I'm talking about here. So we are on my Amazon bio page, and so if you click on an author's name, it shows you all of their work. So here I have a download to show you how it's different when you see different formatting and descriptions. Now it can help your books stand out. So I wanted to give you that quick example. And then looking at it on the page, I'm going to show you how I did this for Ember Dragondaughter using my next book, Hazley Fateless, as an example. So I tried to fit a variety of topics and organize them on the Amazon page. So not only is it helpful for readers, but it also gives a lot of insight and hopefully search value. So first, just to be attention grabbing, I do have a snippet from a review, then the blurb. I also go over topics, and also this helps kind of helps give expectations to the reader. So I say the word count, how many chapters, when they can expect the next book, that there is a companion fantasy novella, and then also comp titles. And I do say this book's covered topics including inclusion, LGBTQ plus characters, adoption, true love, responsibility, love, and accepting yourself. So I include that to give the reader an idea, and also parents as well, since my books are young adult. Maybe a parent would read that and decide whether it's a good fit for their child. I have comparable titles, reading order that I put here as a list format, available formats, and also some other sample reviews. So all of that I have here, and it's really easy to understand what's in each section because of this information. The way that it's laid out. So we're going to do the same for Hazley Fateless. Hazley Fateless is the companion novella for Ember Dragondaughter. It's set partially during Ember and then slightly after, and it follows the main character Hazley, who's separated from Ember during book 1. Her and Ember push their separate ways during that first chapter and the inciting incident, and then she comes back into the novel later on. And a lot of people had questions about what Hazley went through because it was a very dramatic reveal when she came back. So we're going into that in this book. I am very much a believer in tweaking things, so we're going to go over that. First thing you'll need to open up is your Amazon KDP. And of course, I forgot to mention this is for self-publishing only. A lot of traditional publishers do this as well, and that's actually how I got the idea. First, you have to open up your book. You have to already have your book. You can pre-format, of course, but I think it's easier to have this, do this after your book is already live for pre-order. So click Edit eBook Details. So this is where the formatting is going to go. Now, if you are in Author Central, you can edit your formatting in Author Central, but then anytime that you create a change in your main KDP section, it'll override what you did in Author Central. So that's why it's important to set this up here, because setting up your bold, italics, all that stuff, while it is easier in Author Central, it is not a permanent fix. So if you're someone that likes to tweak things, it's better to do it in here. So what we're going to need to get started is, one, your original description, and this link here, I find it's a really helpful generator. So I'm going to take in this copy. This is from Kindlepreneur, or also known as Publisher Rocket. This is a larger size font than the rest, and I really like how that shows up here. But since I don't have a review yet for Ember, I might make something a little bit subtler. I'm just going to make this bold and then that italic. For the reading order, I'll make that bold. Make this an ordered list. Hey, Jack.
Hey, I'll make it wet.
What, baby?
Wet. Wet.
We're filming a video. Ember Dragon Savior is next. Let's put in here.
This turn here. That's really Jack.
What?
When my Jack comes.
What? So I'm going to include the topics in the novel. I'm going to topics in the novel. I'm going to include similar information to the first book, but clarify a little bit more. And say here, Paisley Fateless should be read after Ember Dragon. Oh, thank you. Dragon Daughter to avoid spoilers. Oh, everything got messed up. So after I'm done, I clicked Generate Code, select all, copy. Now I also am going to paste this. So it's important to copy and paste all of this into another supporting document as backup. Technically, using Drive may not be the best idea, but that's just what I use for everything. So I kept up with it, but it could accidentally carry over some source formatting. So this is how you can see how the code looks like. I'm actually going to clean this up a little bit. Hang on, Jack. It has some tips. Hang on. At the bottom here about invisible characters. So this example here is what you need to follow. So I'm going to quickly clean that up. Okay, so now that I've cleaned that up, basically every time there's an opening, can't be opening on just one line without it being interacting with the sentence, if that's a way to put it. I am definitely not an expert on this. I'm just showing the easiest way that I've learned how to do it so that you can also figure it out and follow along. So let's add this information here. Undo, copy that. Okay, now we're going to see if this works. Save and continue. It'll let you know if there are any errors.
I want to know the errors.
Yeah. And just like when you're doing anything else on KDP, you have to go through all the way to the end and click Submit, Stop Jack. And then once you submit, you need to wait for an email saying that your changes have been made. So we are going to keep this screen open. And then after we get an email saying that the changes... Hang on, Jack. After we get an email saying that the changes were submitted and complete, we will refresh this page and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we can make any edits from there. So it has been a day since we last recorded, and I got an update from Amazon saying that Paisley Fateless is available for pre-order, so that means that they took in my changes and now we can see them live. So I'm back on that same preview screen. So before it just had this as plain text, but now you can see the bold and the italics. So now I want to open it up and compare it to the version that had no editing, which I didn't close the screen, so we'll get to see them side by side. So click on read more. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. Looks like we have one error here. See, the formatting is weird between these two sections and between this section, so we're going to have to change that. So I have open the code here, so let's see what is different between those sections. So it takes a bit of investigating. So get clues. Little do they know that love finds a way. Okay, these just have 2 line breaks instead of break paragraph. Okay, and the next one, this book is for teens. So now that I know that will work, I'm going to sign back into KDP, refresh, and click edit again. It'll be in paperback as a bind up later on, but I only have the ebook version. So if you have an ebook and a paperback, you will need to do this twice on both the ebook and the paperback listing. I'm sure somebody that's more experienced with code probably has it memorized like super quick. I'm glad to have a really easy to read, easy to skim, value adding section on my Amazon books. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to Leia for helping me create this video as one of my patrons. You can find out more about my Patreon by clicking the link down below or going to patreon.com/Rebecca K. Sampson. I do give these videos in advance on Patreon, as well as exclusive videos and vlogs that are not seen here, exclusive trainings, and as well as journal prompts, motivation, different free downloads. If you are interested in author mindset in particular, my Patreon is where to go, especially if you love journaling, because that is like one of our favorite things to do together. And I'm really helping to share the author journey through the lens of the law of attraction. So if that's interesting to you, check it out. And you can also join us on Facebook in our Facebook group for the World Creators Club. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a beautifully formatted Amazon page. Make sure to show me. You can take a screenshot of your before and after and share them on Instagram, because I would love to see that. And I will link the format generator that I used, of course, in the description box. Remember, you are unstoppable.